Chapter 8, The Flow of Giving and Receiving, Opening the Heart to Circulation and Prosperity. Introduction. Money is a current in the great river of life. For the river to be healthy, vibrant, and life-giving, it must both give to the land and receive from the rain. To block either side of this exchange is to invite stagnation. Prosperity is not a static resource to be owned, but a dynamic relationship based on a sacred, symbiotic dance. This chapter explores the profound rhythm of giving and receiving, the fundamental pulse that sustains all true and lasting abundance. You will learn to open your hands and your heart to the beautiful, balanced circulation that allows prosperity to flourish. 1. The principle of energetic circulation. The core law of abundance is circulation. Prosperity is a flowing river, not a stagnant pond. Just as holding your breath leads to suffocation, hoarding money out of fear leads to energetic stagnation and spiritual impoverishment. Giving initiates the flow. It is an act of faith that declares, I trust in the abundance of the universe. There is enough for me and for others. Receiving completes the cycle. It is an act of humility and grace that allows the energy to return, making space for more to enter. When this cycle is open and balanced, life force, including financial energy, moves freely. Fear, guilt, or pride can interrupt this flow, creating blockages that eventually manifest as financial struggle. 2. Case study: Rachel's Flow Fund. Rachel lived with a constant, low hum of financial anxiety. She budgeted rigidly and rarely spent on anything frivolous, yet she never felt secure. On a friend's suggestion, she decided to challenge her fear directly by creating a flow fund. This was a small, separate jar of cash dedicated solely to spontaneous, joyful giving. It was not for planned charity, but for moments of inspiration, buying a coffee for the person behind her in line, giving a few dollars to a street musician she enjoyed, slipping a little extra to a grateful server. At first, it felt terrifying. But as she gave more freely from this fund, something shifted. Her anxiety began to lessen. She felt lighter, more connected to the flow of life. And then, unexpected opportunities began to appear: a freelance project from a new contact, a refund she'd forgotten about, a raise at work. She discovered, experientially, that money, like love, expands when it is circulated with an open heart. 3. The quiet obstacle: the fear of receiving. Many spiritually oriented people find it far easier to give than to receive. We are taught that giving is virtuous, but receiving can be associated with selfishness, weakness, or becoming indebted. This creates a critical blockage in the circuit of abundance. A heart that only knows how to give but not receive is like a cup with a hole in the bottom, it can never fill up. To receive graciously is to honor the giver and complete the sacred circuit of exchange. A closed hand can neither give nor receive effectively. 4. Case study: Daniel's lesson in graceful reception. Daniel was a beloved meditation teacher who offered his classes on a donation basis. He was passionate about making his teachings accessible. However, he consistently refused larger gifts from grateful students, often saying, "Oh, that's too much, just the standard amount is fine." A wise mentor observed this and reframed it for him: "Daniel, by not receiving their generous gifts, you are denying your students the profound joy and blessing of giving. You are interrupting their opportunity to express their gratitude fully. Receiving is an act of love." This was a revelation for Daniel. He had seen his refusal as humility, but it was actually a form of pride and a hidden fear of being seen as greedy. He learned to look a student in the eye, accept their generous payment, and say with full sincerity, "Thank you. I receive this with deep gratitude." As he did, not only did his own sense of worth flourish, but his community felt more invested and connected, and his work expanded in new ways. 5. Giving from overflow, not depletion. There is a world of difference between sacrificial giving and generous giving. Sacrificial giving comes from a sense of obligation, a need for approval, or a hidden contract that says, "I give to you so that you will like me / not leave me / think I'm good." This type of giving leads to resentment, exhaustion, and energetic depletion. It is a withdrawal from your own sense of lack. Generous giving comes from a sense of inner fullness and overflow. It is an authentic expression of joy, love, and support. It feels light and expansive. This type of giving is a celebration of abundance. Before you give, check in with yourself: is this gift an expression of my abundance, or a withdrawal from my sense of lack? Wait until you can give from the overflow. 6. The Circle of Grace Meditation. This meditation is designed to embody the balanced flow of giving and receiving. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Visualize a circle of beautiful, golden light flowing around you. See this light as the energy of life itself. From the universe above, see this golden energy flowing down into the crown of your head. This is receiving. Feel yourself open to receive it fully: support, love, opportunities, money. Now, from your heart, see the same golden energy flowing outward from you, radiating to your loved ones, your community, and the world. This is giving. Feel the joy of sharing your unique gifts. See this circle as infinite and unbroken. The energy flows in, through, and out of you seamlessly. Hold this vision for 5 minutes, breathing gently. Silently affirm, I am an open and clear channel for the infinite flow of life. I give and receive with equal grace. 7. The energetic law of return. This is not a transactional give-to-get mentality, which is rooted in scarcity and control. The true law of return is a law of resonance. When you give freely, joyfully, and without attachment to the outcome, you broadcast a powerful frequency of trust, abundance, and open-heartedness. The universe, in its own wisdom and perfect timing, responds to that frequency. It may not return in the exact same form or from the same person, but it will return, often in unexpected and miraculous ways that exceed your imagination. 8. Practical rituals for balanced flow. Incorporate these small, powerful rituals into your daily life. Bless your bills. As you pay a bill, pause for a second. Instead of resentment, feel gratitude for the service it represents: the electricity that lights your home, the water that quenches your thirst. Say, I bless this money and give thanks for the service it provided. Receive with ceremony. When money comes to you, a paycheck, a gift, a found coin, pause. Don't just numbly transfer it. Hold it, look at it, and say aloud, I receive this with joy and gratitude. Thank you. Give anonymously. Experience the pure joy of giving without any expectation of acknowledgement, thanks, or return. This severs the ego's attachment and allows you to feel the pure energy of circulation. 9. The deeper meaning of tithing, giving as an act of trust. Tithing, the ancient practice of giving a portion of your income, traditionally 10%, is not a religious obligation but a powerful psychological and energetic tool. It is a tangible declaration: I trust that there is always enough. I am a conduit, not a container. Modernize this practice. Your tithe can go to a charity that moves you, a friend in need, an artist whose work inspires you, a community project. The amount matters less than the consistency and consciousness. Tithing regularly trains your brain to see yourself as a source of abundance, not just a recipient. It reinforces your identity as someone who has plenty to share. 10. Case study: Alicia's reverse budget. Alicia, a freelance writer, always saved and spent based on what was left after bills. She decided to flip the script. She created a reverse budget. At the start of each month, before paying any bills or allocating savings, she would first give away a predetermined, joyful percentage of her income. She called it her First Fruits Fund. This act, though initially scary, fundamentally shifted her identity from someone who struggles to someone who contributes. She found that by putting giving first, she managed the rest of her money with more clarity and confidence. Her income began to increase in sync with her expanding identity, and she never felt the lack she once feared. 11. The art of receiving compliments and gifts. Financial flow is not just about money. The same energy of receptivity applies to compliments, help, and gifts. If you cannot receive a simple compliment graciously, you likely have a block to receiving financial abundance. Practice this: the next time someone compliments you or offers help, instead of deflecting, "Oh, it was nothing," or minimizing, simply look them in the eye, smile, and say, "Thank you. That means a lot to me. I received that." Feel the words. Let them land in your body. This micro practice builds the neural and emotional muscles for receiving on a larger scale. 12. The Giving and Receiving Journal. To bring deep awareness to this cycle, keep a dedicated journal for 1 month. Each day, write down one act of giving you performed: money, time, attention, kindness. One act of receiving you allowed: a payment, a kind word, a door held open. The emotion you felt in each. Over time, you will see patterns. Do you give more than you receive? Do you feel discomfort when receiving? This journal becomes a mirror, revealing where your heart is open and where it is still guarded. 13. Healing the martyr archetype. Many people, especially caregivers, operate from a martyr archetype. They give endlessly but feel resentful, unseen, and financially depleted. This is a sign of an unbalanced flow. If this resonates, write a letter of release to the martyr in your journal. Dear martyr part of me, I see you. I see how hard you have worked to earn love through giving. Thank you for trying to protect me. But now, I release you from this duty. I'm learning that love is not something to be earned. It is my birthright. I choose to give from overflow and receive with grace. Burn or bury the letter as a symbolic release. This powerful inner ritual can dissolve decades of energetic blockage. 14. Sustaining the flow, a lifelong practice of generosity and reception. Abundance is not a one-time achievement but a practice, like tending a garden. The flow of giving and receiving requires ongoing attention and gentle care. Monthly flow review. At the end of each month, reflect in your journal. Oh, how did I give joyfully this month? Oh, how did I practice receiving with grace? Oh, where did I feel contraction or resistance in the flow? Seasonal financial declutter. Just as you release physical clutter, periodically release financial clutter, old accounts, unused subscriptions, or investments that no longer align with your values. This creates space for new, higher vibrational energy to enter. The ripple of anonymous giving. Once a quarter, make a small, anonymous donation or gift. This practice severs the ego's connection to the outcome and allows you to experience the pure, unconditional joy of circulation. Chapter Summary: The Dance of Divine Exchange. Lasting prosperity requires the balanced, sacred rhythm of giving and receiving. They are two sides of the same coin. Giving from a place of inner overflow amplifies energy and joy. Giving from a sense of depletion or obligation drains it. Receiving with genuine gratitude is not selfish, it is a sacred act that completes the circle, honors the giver, and keeps the river of abundance flowing. Journal prompt. Recall a recent time when I felt uncomfortable receiving a gift, a compliment, or help. What was the underlying belief or fear? Now, reimagine that scene. What would it have felt like to fully, graciously accept it, allowing that kindness to nourish me and complete the circle of exchange?